I'm Charlotte.
I'm Erin.
I'm Indy, and we're all part of Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust youth team, Keeping It Wild.
We are a group of young people who care passionately about local wildlife and support the Trust with fundraising and campaigns.
Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust works to promote wildlife and green spaces and have been championing urban wildlife across the county in Nottingham for over 40 years. In response to the climate and biodiversity crisis, the Wildlife Trust wants to encourage 1 in 4 people to take action for wildlife and the environment.
Sadly, 41% of our insects are facing extinction. Our bugs, beetles, butterflies and moths are all dying out up to 8 times faster than our larger animals. Without pollinating insects, we wouldn't have fruit like strawberries, apples, grapes and lemons. We wouldn't have vegetables like carrots, peppers. We wouldn't even have coffee or chocolate. We also rely on insects for medicines, fibres such as cotton for clothing and biofuels.
It is estimated that pest control by insects is worth $4.5 billion in the US, and it would cost us £367 million in the UK to do the job of dung beetles burying waste. If that isn't enough, countless food chains around the world would collapse without insects. There are 3 main areas that are causing insect population declines: loss and fragmentation of habitat, pesticide use and climate change. Over the last 100 or more years, natural habitats have either been lost completely, damaged or fragmented due to human activity and the development of towns, cities and the way we produce food.
Sadly, 97% of our wildflower meadows have been lost since the 1930s, and 87% of the world's wetlands have gone along with insects they once supported. Pesticides are freely available to purchase from garden centres, supermarkets and DIY stores, and the use of them has almost doubled in the last 25 years. Pesticides associated with intensive farming have increased the decline of our insects and bee species exponentially. Finally, climate change is impacting wildlife on a global scale. The areas insects are found is shifting with the climate. For example, European bumblebees are disappearing from the southern parts of their usual range. Because we are putting extra pressure on insects due to pesticides and habitat loss, it means they are less able to cope with factors such as climate change.
One of the best ways to reduce your carbon footprint and to help local wildlife is to reduce or avoid the use of chemicals in your own garden or perhaps a community or school garden.
By cutting out or cutting down on pesticides, you'll be helping to reverse the decline of insects, such as our vital pollinators like bees, and you'll be reducing your carbon footprint at the same time. But we need at least 1 in 4 people across Nottingham to take action to really make a difference.
We want you to keep learning on how to take action for insects. Why not look how insect friendly your school is? Write a list of things that you could do in your school grounds that would make it better for insects. Could your school create a bug hotel or a compost heap? Have some wild areas or have wildflowers growing? Why don't you write a persuasive letter to your head teacher or governors at the school and ask them to make a difference for insects in your school grounds?